Hello, I'm Mike Batt, and I'd like to tell you about my new book, The Chronicles of Don't Be So Ridiculous Valley. If you're looking for something sensible to read, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Don't Be So Ridiculous Valley is so called because it's actually a hill, and hills go up, whereas valleys go downwards and along. Some people will tell you that hills go down. They are pessimists. Hills go up. Valleys go down, and even then only in the nicest possible way. Our hero is a slug of medium size called Ergo. He would like to play the piano, but he has no hands. He would also like to marry the fairy Little Else, who's very beautiful and completely out of his league. But Ergo is an optimist. It's not a story just for adults or just for kids. I suppose you'd file it under humour, fantasy or foolishness. Why a slug, you may ask? Well, Disney had a mouse that owned a dog, a cricket that sat on the shoulder of a wooden boy. So why can't I have a cute, brave, optimistic slug that goes into battle and becomes a great general? Everybody knows that for a book to be any good, you need villains. Here's General Moundrop, leader of the Pigfrog Nation. They live at Pigfrog Command in the Big Black Hills and only come out in December to jump on you, purely for the purpose of spoiling Christmas. To be jumped on by a pig frog is always fatal, and what's more, very irritating indeed. Here's the idiotic Captain Quirkheart, who does his best to carry out Moundrop's orders, but gets himself into terrible trouble, cheering himself up by reminding himself that he is officer material. The head of catering for the Pigfrog army is Major Acuppa, who isn't naturally a violent pig frog, but when he is, he's just following orders. Ranged against the pig frogs is Ergo's motley army of slugs, woodland creatures, gnomes and trolls, the latter being led by Arthur Monkberry, the chief of the troll avocado pear farmers. He's a very useful warrior, talks like Prince Charles and waves like the Queen. Also, meet Horace the piano elf, who tries to teach Ergo to play the piano. Horace is head of the Don't Be So Ridiculous Valley Academy of Music, and the musical director of the Don't Be So Ridiculous Valley Marching Wind Band.
Here we are in Don't Be So Ridiculous Valley, so called because it's actually a hill, and hills go up, valleys go down, and even then, only in the nicest possible way.
Meet Nigel and Dottie Farnsbarns, two grown-up fairy helicopter pilots who live in a treehouse in nearby woodland land. Nigel is a brilliant inventor, and Dottie is no slouch, having gained a PhD in nuclear physics and flower arranging. Oh, and then there are the time flies. 3 flies who fly through time in a time thimble. I bet you can't wait to find out whether Ergo marries the fairy and learns to play the piano. The first editions of this book are a hardbacked, coffee table style book with beautiful scenic illustrations, mostly by the brilliant John Gosler, along with a team of talented character designers. You can get it from the publishers at www.londonstreetbooks.com. You should also be able to get it from any good book retailer.